Hello, we're here at Resourcing Tomorrow 2025. Joining me in the Proactive studio is Duncan Roy. He's Vice President of Investor Relations at Power Metallic. Duncan, very good to meet you.
Yeah, Stephen, great to see you today.
Great. So what brings you to Resourcing Tomorrow, Duncan?
Well, we're sort of excited to be here. It's a key group of investors that we get to update or introduce our story for the first time. And I've always enjoyed this conference. It's a very solid place to come.
Tell us a bit about this story and your Nisk project in Canada.
So, to be fair, we think that we've got the biggest success story in Canada in the last 30 years. We think, this Nisk project in Quebec, it's ultra rare, it's orthomagmatic, it's incredibly rich rock that we found. We're so excited with how it's developing for us. And we've got some appreciation from investors in the marketplace. Continues. This next period of time, the next 12 months, is going to be very exciting for us. We have 5 rigs on the go right now. We're adding a 6th and 7th in January. We've been really expanding the Lion discovery. Continues to remain open in all areas. And the assays, that we've been putting out, they're solid, so it gets people's attention.
In fact, you're out with drill results today, so touch on those briefly, please, Duncan.
Well, very, very solid news release for us. We did a whole bunch of work drilling around Lion, so we're expanding that. We're doing some infill drilling as well. Again, very classic stuff that we put out where it's dozens of meters of high-grade copper EQ. Some of the numbers were in the 20% plus range, so pretty neat. But more importantly, we talked about some borehole EM work that we had done, and we drilled a very deep hole, 64, and it found the largest anomaly we've ever seen, and it's significant in size. So we're going to be pursuing that in January, and part of the summer, we spent a lot of time acquiring new land. The hydro lands to the south of where Nisk and Tiger are, we can now drill on. We've got the permits for, and we're going to be drilling those as we speak till the end of our drilling season, which finishes up December 17th. But then right back at it again in January.
You're also pursuing an NYSE listing in January, Duncan. Take us through the reasons for moving to the New York Stock Exchange.
Well, it's interesting. We think that it's one of the premier markets available. We're getting a ton of interest from very prestigious U.S. investment houses and funds, and this is a natural place for them to go and have fun buying our stock. So we're excited about it. We're through most of the process of listing requirements, and it's going to be a big day when we get listed on New York.
Well, Duncan, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for coming and chatting with us
Stephen,
today.
thanks very much. Have a great day.
And you. That's Duncan Roy. He's Vice President for Investor Relations at Power Metallic.